Luca, tall, quiet, with shoulders like a willow tree and eyes that always looked like they were remembering something. He never spoke unless he meant it, and even then, it came out like poetry, whispered into fog. Luca lived like a shadow in his small coastal town, helping his father with fishing nets and fixing their old motorbike when it coughed in protest. The other was Ren, short, loud, endlessly curious. He spoke with his hands, laughed with his whole body, and ran like the wind was chasing him just for fun. He moved to town the summer before his last year of high school, wearing headphones too big for his head and carrying a sketchbook like it was armor. They met at the bus stop. Ren was drawing the rusted bench, eyes narrowed, tongue peeking out from concentration. Luca, waiting silently as always, looked over and said, "You forgot the crack in the third plank." That was the first thing he ever said to him. Ren blinked. "You're right," he said. "You always look this closely?" Luca just nodded. From then on, they shared that bench. It started small. Luca would show up earlier just to make sure Ren had space to sit. Ren would bring extra snacks, pretending like he always packed too much by accident. Luca never smiled, but his eyes softened when Ren talked. About city life, about movies he loved, about the boy he once liked who never looked back. One day Ren asked, "Have you ever been in love?" Luca paused, stared at the horizon where the sky kissed the sea. "Not yet," he said. That answer stayed with Ren longer than he expected. The first time they fought, it was about nothing. Ren had tried to draw Luca's face without asking. Luca, caught off guard, had turned away. Not angry, just closed, like a door shutting slowly. "I just wanted to remember you," Ren said. "You don't need to draw someone to remember them," Luca replied, voice tight, but he didn't walk away. And the next morning, Luca handed Ren a crumpled piece of paper, a drawing of Ren asleep on the bus, head leaning on Luca's shoulder. It wasn't perfect, but it was honest. "I wanted to remember you too," he said. Seasons changed. They went from sitting at the bus stop to walking home together, from awkward silences to shared playlists. Luca let Ren touch the scars on his hands. Ren let Luca read the letters he wrote to his mom who had passed away years before. There were no confessions, just closeness, a kind of gravity that pulled them toward each other. And then came the night before graduation. They sat under the stars, feet dangling over the pier, and Ren asked, voice small, "What if I said I don't want to leave this town? That I don't want to leave you?" Luca didn't answer right away. Instead, he took Ren's hand, carefully like it might break, and held it in his own. "I'm not good with words," he murmured, "but if you stay, I'll build you a house with windows that catch every sunrise. And if you go, I'll wait, as long as it takes." Ren, eyes glassy, smiled. "I hate waiting," he whispered, "but for you, I might learn." Years passed. Ren did leave, art school in the city. Luca stayed, caring for his dad, building things with his hands, learning to write texts that said, "I miss you," without needing to say it outright. They didn't talk every day, but they didn't need to. The love between them didn't fade. It deepened, changed shape, took root. One day Ren came back, older, tired, carrying a suitcase and a painting wrapped in cloth. The painting was of a pier, two figures sitting side by side under a quiet sky. Ren set it down and said simply, "I'm home." Luca didn't say a word. He just opened his arms and Ren stepped into them. There, between heartbeats, they began again. The end, or maybe the beginning,